What's up, everybody? BlueGabe. Y'all ready for something a little bit different? We're not going fishing today. Well, maybe we are, but we're not going to go fishing right now. Right now, I got to get this new boat that I bought the kids. And yes, I bought a new boat. But this one, fortunately, was way cheaper than that one. It's got a 25 two-stroke long shaft on it. Pretty unique name. I didn't pick that out. That's how it came. I don't know how it ended up with a scooter in it, but got a bimini top on it, a real nice trailer. I think it's looking pretty legit. So if you follow along a lot, you know we're at the river all the time. That's actually where my last video was at, the Ottawa River in Jessup, Georgia. I have the kids their own boat up there, but it's got really low sides on it. And the last time we were there, I was looking at it, I'm like, I just don't like that. It could be so easy to tip. So I started looking for a higher sided boat, and that's how I found this one. It was actually the first day I started looking, I was going to Walmart, and this thing was parked right on the side of the road. You can see how deep it is. It's got like 24-inch sides. The seats have flotation in it, so if it does sink, it'll float. It'll be full of water, but it'll float, and that's unlike the boys' other boat. It's got plenty of seating, and we're gonna be taking this goofy thing off. It's got one driver's seat, might put one more here, I don't know. It's got storage. You can see the screws backed out of the wood. I'm gonna just take these and move them over because the wood still seems to be good. 5-gallon gas tank. I had the motor completely redone. The mechanic said it was a beautiful motor, but it had sat with gas in it for a long time, so I had to put a new carburetor kit. We changed the fluid, changed the spark plugs, and changed the water pump. Cost me about $800. I have $2,500 into the boat and the motor, and then I spent an additional $800 on the motor. But the mechanic said now this thing should run forever. I want to tell you guys a good tip, because when I bought it, the lady said, oh, the tires, they're in perfect shape. They've got lots of tread, and from the outside looking in, they are good. But if you have a trailer that you haven't used in a while, you might want to look at it really good. Look right down the middle. I don't know if you can tell. I'm sure you can. Right here and right here. From dry rot, the tread's starting to separate, and there's other signs too. Thank God I found it, because we were going to take it to Georgia. We had it hooked up and everything ready to go, and I looked at it, I'm like, whoa. I'm not trailering that thing anywhere. So I took the tires off. I'm going to take and get new tires put on, get the oil changed in my truck, get my tires balanced and rotated, come back, get this boat ready for Georgia, and then I'm gonna jump in the Contender and show you what it looks like after it's sat for 3 months not being used. All right, got the truck dropped off, got the trailer rims and tires dropped off to get new ones put on, and we are at our favorite, well, mine, I don't know about hers, my favorite restaurant in Stewart. It's on the corner of Dixie Highway and Ellendale. What's the name of this restaurant?
Well, Panaderia.
Right here. Now, I love going to hole-in-walls. This is a true hole-in-the-wall. It's just a little Spanish grocery store right across from the Golden Gate Produce Market. This place is legit. They have a cut of steak that I've never seen anywhere else, and I've been all over Mexico. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. They've got all kinds of like Spanish produce and Spanish stuff. I mean, all kinds of stuff in here. All the tortillas, and it's so funny too because they have their own type of Spanish snacks. They've even got meat. That might be the cut. Now this is a hole in the wall. You got all the beans. What are you getting?
I got a quesadilla.
A quesadilla? Right here is what it looks like when it's finished. How about that drink selection though? Here's a fun fact about Luke. This is banana soda. Every time we come here, Luke's getting him a banana soda. Jake normally gets like a Coke or something like that, but I'll show you my favorite. Anytime I'm eating Mexican food and I can get one of these, this is my go-to. Which flavor do you want?
I don't know.
There's so many to choose from. You got mandarin and fruit punch, pineapple, Coke. I really like these too. Really like these. You want an old school Coke in the bottle?
Yes, a little one.
This?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Dude, I'm telling y'all right now, that steak is the bomb diggity. It's really fatty. I don't know how to describe it, but it is so good.
Look at all that food. Oh my goodness.
All of this together, that's a meal right there. I feel like a stuffed pig. I don't even know if I was pointing the camera at myself. I eat there like 2 times a week when we're in town. I get the same thing every time and I never get tired of it. We were excited today. We were gonna go out in the ocean and it's blowing very hard now. We got to pick the kids up at 2 o'clock. So I guess once we pick them up, we'll make our mind up. Right now, you and I are getting ready to go home and work on the morning skiffy. But before we can go work on that boat, we got to pick up Luke. Wait till you see him. He thinks he is Mr. Cool. Uncle Travis, T-dubs with Tropical Trophies, give him a hat and he loves this thing. I don't want to show you where he's at because there's other kids and I don't want to invade anybody's privacy.
Hi there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Show everybody your new hat. You like it? Any of your friends like it?
Yeah.
We need to go catch some minnows for the lionfish. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll. So Luke's school's name is like all about achieving or something. He's out here at a horse ranch. Doesn't look anything like a school. You can see there's pastures and a big huge horse arena, bunch of stables. Did you learn anything today?
Not really. I'm doing testing.
Did you learn how to take a test?
Yes.
If you don't follow along with our channel, we've got 2 pet lionfish that I caught, God, probably 1.5 years ago by hand. And we feed them, well, we used to feed them in a lot of videos, but recently we've been traveling, so we haven't. So we gotta go catch some minnows out of a ditch to show y'all how aggressive these lionfish are. Right now though, we actually gotta go get my truck first. I'm all out of order. Gotta go get my truck, then catch minnows. All right, we got her all dialed in. Jake put the new tires on. It's important that we teach these kids how to do stuff, especially if we're not around. We got both brand new tires. We only got enough screws. I don't know why the guy didn't give me enough. I was gonna do that side, but we put new hinges on. I didn't even fix this old stuff. There's really no reason to. If you've never seen any of my river boats, this river can be extremely hard on a boat. This is the kids' first like real boat. That's theirs. If they tear it up, they gotta fix it. If they blow the motor up, they gotta buy a new motor. But I'm starting them out with a chance. They got a new boat and a perfectly good motor. All right, so the motor hasn't been ran. Always pump your ball. Make sure your ball is nice and full. All right, it's tight. When I back you in there, you got to make sure it's in neutral. This is your choke. Pull it out, crank it up, and once it's running, push that in.
Yeah.
Luke, get up on the dock. Stay out of the way. You're up next. Don't worry. Your new boat's coming in about 2 years. All right, you ready? I'm not going to unhook you until it's running. Now, we have the boys another boat at camp, but like I said earlier, it's a pretty dangerous boat. I just don't like it. I like this boat. If everything works good on it, I think this will be perfect. Except for I cannot see it hardly at all backing up. Holy cow, the water's shallow. Now give it a little bit of gas. Oh yeah, she's smoking, but she's good. Dead giveaway to the 2-stroke, the smoke. Now that, you know, all the motors are so advanced, most of my motors are all 4-strokes. When somebody pulls up with a 2-stroke, we always joke around and say, here comes mosquito control. His mega yacht's maiden voyage. That's a really light boat. I can tell by yourself it's gonna be a little bit squirrely. Just go out here and idle around for a loop while I park the truck and then I'll come back. For all y'all with kids, especially older kids, you know what I'm going through. My babies ain't babies no more. It's getting sad. I hate the beeps in this truck. I did just do something that really shows my age. I ordered a brand new Suburban. We're gonna trade in Crystal's truck because my truck's a 2500 and it can pull the contender. We ordered a new diesel Suburban. Unfortunately, they only make them in 1500, but we need the room. Now that there's 5 of us, or 4 of us, and there will be 5 of us soon, we need that extra room. But I did go ahead and get the diesel. I got the bare minimum plain Jane one too, just like my truck there. Slapped some custom rims on it, some running boards. She'll look good. I forgot Luke a life jacket. Luckily they have life jackets to rent right here, or not rent, but to just borrow. You need a life jacket in this small boat. We have plenty of bigger life jackets. Just put that on. Look, Jake's driving. I should probably wear one. Does it feel good?
She has the power.
Turn around and plane off that away one time. Towards that little ditch over there. Jeez Louise. That joker's fast. I can totally see I'm gonna have to get a governor. And I gotta go call the mechanic because another thing I just noticed is it's not peeing. And if it's not peeing, it's not cooling. All right, Luke, you get in the middle. I should definitely have a life jacket on if Jake's driving us. Listen, don't be getting us in a boating accident.
This is my first actual John boat. I have a 16 center console, but I've always wanted a nice John boat for Tex Lake.
Give her a gallon. All right. That thing's got some hole shot to it. The only thing I don't like is it's still not peeing and my mechanic didn't answer his phone. I don't want to get too far away from the dock. This is just its maiden voyage though. We will get all the kinks out of her. All right, just got it back on the trailer. The motor ended up getting super hot, but I'm gonna let Jake explain to you what's going on. What's the verdict?
Well, our first test run was a fail.
No, it wasn't a
It
fail.
wasn't really a fail, but
Maybe it was a fail.
Tom's gotta take it to the mechanic because it's not pissing and it's overheating and smoking really bad.
You're under 18, it's called peeing. Pissing's when you're an adult.
Yeah.
We will get it figured out. We're gonna go drop it off at the house and go cook something for dinner. I swear, if it's not one thing, it's another. Driving home from the boat ramp, I hear some god-awful noise coming from around here. I'm gonna give you a second to tell me what you see that's wrong. Yeah, right there. The only thing I can think of is that missing key, or whatever you want to call this little Allen bolt, is inside here. They didn't ever take it out. It is rattling like crazy. So now I got to do somebody else's job that I already paid today to do it, and take that all the way apart before I cook dinner and hopefully find that missing little bolt inside there. I'm really hoping when I take this last one off, I find what's making all that racket, because if it's not what I think it is, we got big issues.
Oh, there's a washer, lock washer.
I don't even know where that would have came from.
It's gotta
That's what was rattling around in there.
It's gotta be a lock washer off the Allen key, Allen bolt.
Of course, I got every kind of power tool made, but I don't have that. Well, would you look at that? It's just falling apart. That's how the tire company that I used put it back together. Ay, ay, ay. Now I gotta figure out what goes to what. It's always something, folks. I swear, the older I get, the less patient I get. These should be super tight, not wiggling loose. But we'll get it fixed. And we'll get in there and cook something for dinner because we're all hungry. Oh, yeah. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Crystal and Luke are in the room getting out some minnows for the lionfish because we definitely did not have time to go catch any. Crystal showed up and surprised me with some of Buffalo Wild Wings garlic parm sauce. I can't even talk right now. This video has been unique. It's just following along with me and Crystal and the boys on a normal, like day-to-day when we're not actually filming for YouTube. We ended up taking that whole hubcap off, and it was like 2 nuts that the tire company didn't put back on. So frustrating because they charged me a lot of money to do what they did. I need a wooden spoon. For this sauce, you just put it in there and start stirring them up. Look at that right there.
It was clean this morning.
How does he do this to bedrooms? Look, for real? What is all this? Y'all get us some minnows?
Yep, we got some.
Oh my god.
I think we have enough.
Let me see what's in that jar. Are you gonna let her feed your pets?
Show them the channel cat.
We're gonna have to get a light for the tanks. This is Luke's new tank him and Jake set up. It's not quite clear yet, but for some reason these 2 goofballs decided to get dirt out of the creek. There's a crawfish and put it in here, so it's gonna be hard to keep it clean. Just like it's hard to keep your bedroom clean. Holy moly. If you have kids, I know you can relate. I've been making him clean the room every morning. Apparently sometime in between this morning and now, he has destroyed that room. We didn't go very crazy on dinner tonight. We've got chicken wings and mashed potatoes. That's it. Nothing special.
What's it called? Boxed mashed potatoes.
Instant mashed potatoes. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. Dump them in all at one time. Let's just see what they'll do all at one time. Uh-oh.
I probably should have put the fresh water in there.
That fresh water won't hurt them none. Oh, they eat so fast you miss it. That's crazy fast. You can hear it. Look at this poor little soldier. Swim, buddy, swim. Oh no, don't go that way. You're about to meet him head on.
No. Oh.
This one always eats so much more than this guy.
Did he get any?
Yeah, he got like 2.
Yeah, because he doesn't have his antennas on.
You ready to eat, Luke?
Yeah, I gotta go drive, Mom. Dear Lord, thank you for letting us eat, and thank you for my family and letting us fish and go on the boat, and Jake having this morning skiffy. Dear Lord, amen.
Amen.
Nice.
Hey, them instant taters look pretty good.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with these kids. Y'all wonder why this is white? It's not even gray. They stressed me out so much I went from brown to white. White. But in hindsight, we now have my Uncle Jay, my new John boat. We have the Beachy barge. We have Jake's old John boat, and we have the morning skiffy. And I just bought another 2-stroke short shaft 25 Yamaha that I'll probably put on another John boat, because come summertime when the kids are out, we're going to be up in Georgia a lot doing some mullet fishing, shell crackers, redbreast, catfish. We're going to take the boats from our camp in Georgia and go all the way out the Autumn Hall and go red fishing. We're going to do a lot of stuff. So we're going to have a whole fleet of John boats. The coolest part about John boats is all the John boats I have put together cost less than my next cheapest boat combined. That's pretty good. Are those instant mashed
I think
potatoes?
this is the first time I've ever had instant mashed potatoes. They're good.
I just called your mom and I asked her if she uses them, and she said no, she can't bring herself to do it, but that your grandma does.
Really?
Yep.
They're good.
Oh, you have a grandma?
Crystal's mom works on a tugboat as a cook, and today is her day off, so she works a month on and a month off. Her mom and her mom's boyfriend Kurt are going to our fishing camp in Georgia this weekend. Crystal's gonna meet him there. And then Tuesday, I fly from here to Atlanta, Georgia. Crystal's gonna pick me up in Atlanta, and we're going to northern Alabama to go catch my first smallmouth, fingers crossed. We're gonna do some crappie fishing and some more turkey hunting. We're gonna fish in Alabama and turkey hunt in Tennessee. Maybe even turkey hunt in Alabama, you never know. And just like that, we're back. So it's the next day. Got up this morning, took the kids to school. My buddy Tom came and picked this boat up, took it back to his shop. His mechanic went over it and realized that all it was a little pin in the impeller. He had to put that pin in, and she's peeing like crazy now. So the morning skiffy is ready to roll. I think Friday, Crystal's gonna take, yeah, today's Thursday, no, Saturday morning, Crystal's gonna take this boat to Georgia, and that's where it'll stay for probably the rest of its life. I am super excited to add this boat to our fleet in Georgia. I know it's gonna be safe, it's gonna be reliable, and a fun boat. Now, one thing I want you to do is leave a comment below if you like this style video. I don't normally do them like this. It was super easy, super fun. It was even fun to edit, to look back and say, well, I guess I could relate to that if I was watching it and it was somebody other than me. Just like my truck. I mean, I paid $400 to get my oil changed and the tires rotated, and it's shaking worse now than it was when I dropped it off. I had to take the hubcap off and fix that. It's always something. But if you're like me and you have your own boats and your own trucks and businesses, there's always something breaking. And not that I enjoy watching people's stuff break, but it's relatable, so I enjoy watching it. So what I want from you is to leave a comment below and tell me if you want to see more videos like this. Because in this video, I was going to show you some things that are going on with the contender, but I just don't have time. I got to actually edit this video and get it up, meet Crystal and Okeechobee tonight and do some things, and then take the kids fishing tomorrow, and probably going to film that. So this video is ending. I do want to know if you like it, if you want to see more like it. I can show you some positives of keeping your boat outside, some negatives of keeping your boat under a shelter. You won't believe it, but I actually pulled the contender out. I can't keep it under the shelter because of certain things that goes on. And if you want to see that and you want to hear about it, leave a comment below and I'll make another video of it. So right now I got to go. We will catch y'all in the next one.